Last time on Deep Blue Dream.
Can you tell me what's happening today?
So we're waiting for our haul out so that we can do some more additions to the boat. We're going to do some through-hulls for our air conditioner, wash gun pump, and our water maker. And we're going to edit a bunch of the crazy in the mast. There's a bunch of old stuff and we need to wire in some new stuff, change out the VHF coaxial, all kinds of goodies. I'm excited to get done, and I'm a little apprehensive because I've never pulled the mast off this boat before. I don't even know if the last people did, so we'll see if all the turnbuckles turn. That's my biggest concern right now, is that we don't have to cut the turnbuckles off and then order brand new ones. Because those are about $250 a piece and there's 10 of them. Cha-ching! Day 2. How are you feeling? Excited? Yeah, we got the mast off. We were waiting to get hauled out this morning because there was a list of other people that needed to haul out. We're going back round 2. Gonna pick up Dad today at 5:30 p.m. from LAX, driving back out here. And then he'll be here to join in the festivitards. Cool. See you at the yard.
Right now they're just blocking the boat, so they're trying to distribute the weight between a bunch of stands and wooden blocks so that it'll sit nice and pretty for the next 5 days. Right now they're dealing with the fact that the boat is so heavy that they can't find blocks that are strong enough to put under it without splitting. The bottom edge of the keel is like a freaking razor. It comes down like this instead of a flat bottom like a lot of sailboats this size. Creature in our Thru-hull.
Out of here, little crab.
What if I put a cup over it, it'll come out. This one is actually for the aft pump out. Marine waste, black water. Oh, you can't pump this out unless you're 3 miles offshore. For para la caca. This is our sink drain here for the aft head. This is our starboard side cockpit scupper. A scupper is like a drain in the floor that drains the cabins. Should any water come into the cabin, it would come floating out of this. Up forward of that, this is our kitchen sink in the galley. Forward of that is our old depth sounder, depth transducer that we're going to hopefully be taking off and replacing with a new one. All the way around this side of the boat. This here is the forward shower and sink drain. Lovely, lovely. We put that in 4.5 years ago. And then back from that, this bad boy right here, this is our raw water engine intake. So this is where the engine coolant water sucks in there. And then lastly, this is our portside scupper. Now it's just sanding like this all day. But this is in pretty decent shape, this paint. This is the same stuff we're gonna use to repaint. Max is meant for using, not abusing. We'll get some tools and we'll start blasting away at some of this old paint.
Due to the hyper-toxic nature of copper-bearing marine-modified epoxy bottom paint, we opted to concentrate on safety rather than filming. That we just plain forgot. Behold.
Brand new.
cleaning off the turnbuckles with diesel fuel, steel wool.
This is so cool. I'm so glad this is going on.
Clean this up because you're going to be looking up at this.
That right there is a thing of beauty. Sanded all the rivet heads. They busted them down. Dremel. There's a little bit of corrosion nasty on each of them. Up here we have the Airmar. Put on a new wind vane. And sealed this bad boy in with some. Took a couple pieces of 5/16 inch fuel line. 2 pieces wrapped around each other, and then 1 big piece of Anchor Marine grade seal around the whole thing, and a little wrap of delicious 5200 to just seal the whole thing in. It's a plug to keep the weight of any of the wire from pulling on this thing at the top, but I think we're gonna be in good shape. Mounting the mast deck step plates. They're pretty freaking solid. We've iced down the deck step plate that goes on top of the aluminum. This is stainless steel, so we want this stuff to really cover up all of it. It's kind of like what we did for the winch base. This is the last time this will see the light of day. Okay.
Oh, you got the bolts, okay.
Well, ain't nobody really need to take this off again.
Here it goes.
Comes the next one. That thing is never ever coming off. That ain't new. That's how it's done. We are installing our through-hulls.
Measuring for the through-hull.
Okay. A ninja driller. Another ninja drill.
A lesson in fashion we are about to receive.
Alright, this actually fits. I can't believe it. I didn't know it was gonna.
I know. Perfect. Surgery starts in 10 minutes.
Go. We're installing 3 new holes. This one is for the air conditioning, this one is for the water maker, and this is for the salt water washdown.
She's a little wonky right now, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it, just like her sister. Nice and flush.
Huh? I can't hear. Oh man. Yeah, I got it here. You ready? Alright, go ahead.
Finding anything is not right. We have 3 new through-hulls in the boat here. 1, 2, and 3. This is affectionately known as 1. This is the troublemaker. 2 and 3, they're twin sisters, and they are just darling. Hope it didn't hurt too much, Max. I know you'll forgive us when you have nice, cool butt. We got air conditioning in the back cabin, so she'll have a cool butt.
going to have a class now. Time to splice the line to the chain. Perfect. Get your tape ready first. Let's go with the lay of the rope. You twist that way, so you roll your tape in the same direction.
Go through the other way, right?
Yeah. I'll do it.
Is that 350 feet?
This is called a back splice. And the reason it's called a back splice is because you go back through against the twist, yeah. First splice, that first tuck is important because that's how it lays up in here. And then it's basically over and under. Over that, under that. That's 3 tucks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to taper the splice. In other words, I'm going to start taking strands out, narrower and narrower to a point.
Heavy shit. These wires down here.
Hurricane was coming, and they knew I spliced lines on the side, so a guy brings me, he says, I need this many lines, I need this and this and 2 spring lines because the hurricane's coming, da 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 da. What do you charge? I said $20 a splice. Okay. So I went home and I made like 12 splices, man. Brought it back and what owe you? Something like that. And he goes, dude, you charge too much. I'm like,
Well,
A, there's a hurricane coming. B, you wanted 12 splices. C, you.
Next time on Deep Blue Dream. We're getting ready to give Max a bat splashdown. Hey, Anacapa Boat Yard, swag you later. And a little bit of a scrub-a-dub-dub so we can get this show on the road.